class for the first time. So far, I'm really enjoying it. I think it's like a really fast-paced book because it has like really short chapters. I'm trying to bookmark it, so everything that I really enjoy, I will try and bookmark because this series is gigantic. So far, I think it was good that I read Assassin's Blade first because I already have some background to her story. So I'm not going in out of the blue. I already have some information that they're saying, and so I'm not as confused as I would probably be if I hadn't read Assassin's Blade. My mind can change, so we'll see. I think I did well, but we'll see. I really enjoyed this sentence. Even if she won her freedom, even if she lived in peace in the countryside, those scars would always remind her of what she'd endure, and that even if she was free, others were not. This sentence has two things for me. So, on the one hand, our past will always be with us, so even if you did things that you regret.
No regrets? Mm-hmm. How about that? You have no regrets?
Dad?
No? Like not even a single letter?
No way. Not me.
Those things will be with you forever. On the other hand, I think this will be the reason why she decides to revolt, because she will not feel peace until others are also free. Because she is free, and she's probably feeling guilty that others are not. We'll see. Maybe I make no sense. I have to share this sentence with my book people. She's asking to go to the library, and then Chaol says that there are no guards in the library. And then she says, she thinks, we're full of ideas, perhaps the most dangerous and powerful of all weapons. Readers might be calm and read tons of books silently, quietly, but their minds are always working, are always plotting. It also obviously depends on what type of books you read, but knowledge is power. If you can hear this music, it's background music from YouTube while reading. I'm now going for chapter 11. I have to say that I know that her love interest is Dorian, but I feel like she and Chaol will have something. I don't know. Chaol is being very friendly, so they can just remain friends, but I have this feeling. I don't know why. Because they're really cute together. I really like to see them together. And he's funny. I like the way he helped her with when she was meeting the king. She was really nervous, and he was there to support her. And also the thing with Dorian, I know that he's going to be the main interest, but... And I see like little hints, but he is such a F-boy. No? Maybe it's the idea that they're giving off, and it's like Rhysand, you know, like, yeah, he's this bad guy, but he's really not. So it could be just the fame that he has, and not really how he is, because he also wants to, his goal is to run from his father. So maybe it's like, it's just a facade, you know? But I'm enjoying the book. I like that the chapters are small, because I feel like I'm just gonna read one chapter and then I end up reading 2 or 3. So I like that. I don't feel the pressure of reading a chapter that will take me half an hour. You know what I mean? Even if I do have that half an hour. I'm going for chapter 11, and she was sleeping. She was falling asleep for, I'm guessing today, that I'm gonna read for the first day of the competition. I don't know how that will go. I feel like she will probably win, you know, but I don't think she is ready Or maybe the king will do something in order for her not to win, because he really is against her, so I don't know. By the way, I cannot imagine this castle. I've seen like pictures on YouTube, not time lapses, but on YouTube, sound. How the hell is it called? Ambiance. I've seen images on like YouTube reading ambiances. This castle is like, I can't really picture it nicely. Let's continue our read. I don't know what to make of this feeling that she has whenever others are applauded for being better or for doing something nice. And I feel like she's always very jealous of that. Like, because she's supposed to not do as good as them because she wants to like deceive them from how good she is and not get their attention. But like, it's fine. I don't know. I don't know what to make of this trait from her. Like, she always has to be the best. And I get it. She was raised by someone who, if she was not the best, would beat her up. So I kind of get it. But come on. Update. I'm going for chapter 24. However, I would like to share some thoughts. I feel like the murders of the competitors are a bit weird. And I kind of feel, I don't know what the word mark is yet, but I feel like it's, what's his name? Cain? Yeah. I feel like it's Cain who's behind this, to be honest. Like, why was he mixing in the dirt? I feel like it's a religious thing, like a sacrifice thing, to be honest. And Dorian is always saying that Chaol will figure out who killed them, etc. Like, he's always with Celaena. Celaena? I don't know how to pronounce her name. Let's just say Celaena. He's constantly with her. He is the captain of the guard, so he needs to kind of do his job. And he needs to investigate. Like, he's not going to do anything. I wish I had the time that they do. I think they have more than 24 hours in a day. Because they're always doing their jobs and doing whatever the book is about. So, other than that, I think Dorian is really cute. But I think we haven't heard from him too much. Or seen his perspective too much. Chaol, I think he has a secret or something. I feel like he's hiding something, or he has like another agenda too. Maybe he doesn't, and I'm just being mean. And the princess Nehemia, she's so cool. I really like her attitude. We just saw the reason why. Well, no, because what we read was that the Parrington, the Duke something, wanted the princess in the castle so that they could attack and they wouldn't have repercussions. But I don't think it was the reason why they wanted her there. So yeah, I don't know. But the king being gone, I think there's something there. What did you think when you read that the king was gone? Because for me it's like he is preparing something, either for the final rounds, or he's attacking another kingdom, or he's preparing something to get rid of Celaena. I don't know. We shall continue. And I have questions that will probably not be answered in this book. What do you mean the other? What? The other competitors are at the ball. She's having this dream where she sees like the sarcophagus and I lost it. She says something about here it is. She says something about there was something calming and familiar about the queen. Hello. There was something calm and familiar about the queen's face. Something that reminded Celaena of the rose smell. Do you think that Chaol was their son? Because when he went to her bedroom once, she said he smelled like roses. Wait, but now they're talking about Faye. I hate when the author does this. Why is she saying, then she was? I'm like, she was what? It's not that obvious. It's not that obvious. And for chapter 41, and I have to say that I think that Cailton is being kind of possessed by the Duke Parrington, because there's a part where Chaol says that he's seeing Duke Parrington with a ring, and then he has black eyes, and the thoughts. So that makes me think that his ring with the eye or whatever it is kind of a dark magic type of ring. And Cailton mentions that she has a lot of jewelry gifted to her by Parrington and that she uses. So I think her thoughts, like her dark visions, her not dark visions, but dark ideas of killing Celaena or needing to have Dorian for herself, I think those, I don't know if it's kind of a emphasizing feelings that she already has, or if it's just dark magic influencing whatever she feels. But then Dorian and Celaena in the ball, I love that scene. It was so cute. And the fact that he was thinking that she makes him feel like he's a king, and then Chaol says from his perspective that he looks like a king when he's with her, that he doesn't look like a boyish prince. I really enjoyed that part. I finished Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. It's a 7-book series. So let's break it down. Let's start with the plot. I love the plot. I really enjoyed the plot. I was always wanting to know what was going to happen. Maybe it was a bit obvious that she was going to win the competition, but still I was thinking that something might have happened and she would have to like run away with Nehemia, or a different outcome. So I was intrigued in continuing and understanding how it would end. Writing. It wasn't amazing, but it was okay, in my opinion. Characters. Okay, so Celaena, mixed feelings. I think that she is a great warrior. And I think she has. Okay, I think the author made her how she probably should for the background that Celaena has. One thing that I have to say is if I had not read Assassin's Blade before this one, I would have not understood half of her decisions and I would be pissed. So I think I officially agree with reading Assassin's Blade first because otherwise this book was going to make me mad. Some of the decisions that she did and some of her thoughts would not make sense to me or maybe as a reader in general if I did not know what she went through in Assassin's Blade. I can specifically talk about the situation where she distrusts Nehemia. I understand her decision or her lack of trust because of what happens in Assassin's Blade when she is betrayed by who she thinks is her friend. But if I did not know that or what she went through, even if the author tells me, yeah, she was betrayed before, I'd be like, okay, but why? You know what I mean? It wouldn't make sense, in my opinion, or I would be madder. Dorian, I think he was really cute. I think Dorian was really cute. I was really mad at him during the duel because obviously he did not move his butt. But he was really cute. I like him and I would like to see him and Celaena. I think they had really cute moments. But after looking at fan art, because after finishing it, I went to look at fan art, I realized I think I was wrong, and Dorian is not the love interest. I am not going to ask any questions. I'm just gonna go with the flow. In terms of Chaol, I really liked Chaol, to be honest. I just had the feeling that sometimes he was very distrusting. That maybe makes sense because, well, he's the guardian or he's the captain of the guard, so it kind of makes sense that he needs to, be careful with who he trusts. However, now going into scenes of this book, can we talk about the fact that she was not allowed to go to balls and to go to dinners because they were afraid of her, but Kane was in them, Nox was in them. I don't know. I would like to hear from Chaol or Dorian or whoever about this situation, because why the hell would they allow everyone else but her? After even knowing her, were they afraid that she was just gonna kill people? I don't know. That to me it didn't make any sense. Regarding Nox, I would like to hear or see Nox again, so I hope he appears in the next books, or at least one of the next books. I would like to see him again. I think he was a great sidekick. He was not a sidekick. A great ally for Celaena. The scene with Kane and all of that, when she goes through it in the duel, and then she talks to Nehemia after, and she talks about magic and all of that. She then talks to Elena again, and Elena says, magic calls to magic. No, damn, I just finished this book. I think it was Nehemia who said, magic calls to magic. And Helena says, blood? Something about blood? I'm like, is she related to Dorian? I have the feeling that they're related. We'll have to see. But yeah, when she said blood... Ah, by the way, yeah, I'm glad I was right in terms of Coltane. She had the feelings, but he emphasizes them. The Duke of pairing something. Aha! Blood ties can't be broken. When Celaena says, "Thank you for saving my life." Because she says she will look out for her and watch over her. And then Celaena thanks her and Elena says, "Blood ties can't be broken." They're related, which makes Dorian and her related. My favorite sentence of this book, it's when she's about to fight Grave, so the first duel that she has to do in the competition. And so they're staring at each other, and she smiles at him while holding the staff that Nehemia gave her. And she thinks, "You have no idea what you are getting into, little men." So yeah, it gave a few more points to Celaena. I think she's a really strong character. I struggle with her being so needy for approval, so competitive in order to win everything and to be the best. The fact that she asked how long she took after fighting with Grave, and she was happy it was less than Cain fought with the other one. It's fine. I understand it's just something that in me, it's like, calm down. Like, you don't need to be the best at literally everything. The need that she has that puts me a little bit off. In general, I really enjoyed this book. I will be continuing. I really enjoyed the plot. I love the politics of the world. I am curious to see how the magic works. I still have my thoughts because I feel like Celaena has magic. Because there's one part where she says something about having like fire in her hands. So yeah, we'll see. This was me reading Throne of Glass for the first time, and I enjoyed it. Will it live up to the hype? I can't talk about the hype just because of one book, but I have to say, after reading the first book in this series and the first book in the ACOTAR series, I get people hyping this series more than I understand people hyping ACOTAR. So it might be my thing. Strong character, political world, romance, and possibly a found family. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to follow to see me reading the second one, if you'd like to. I would really appreciate it. If not, thank you for watching anyways, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!